Don't you think this is starting to wear on me? You've been raining down like hail. I'm weak. I have tried to give you my soul, but you can't love something you own. It's too late to repair what we made. What can I do? Time flashed by and I woke up on the other side of the moon.
G'day everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Anna and this is You Got Me in Stitches. Guess what I am coming in at you today with? Any guesses? Yep, I know, it is another fabric haul. I couldn't help myself. I think a few of us can relate to this a little bit, and with the current situation that has been going on for the past sort of 3 or 4 months, maybe a little bit of disposable income has been saved. And also, you know, the fabric places, they have such beauties out there. It's a little bit irresistible, isn't it? You guys understand. And yeah, so just a few little extra pieces of fabric just to quickly let you know what I'm wearing. And this fabric was purchased by a friend whilst they were in Prague, and it's this stretch jersey with these little sheep on, and I just have some cropped ready to wear thrifted pants, not too dissimilar style to the jeans that you saw recently, and I like kind of the Nicole button placement of them. These first 3 fabrics are from SewHayleyJane Handmade, and I'll link to her beautiful website below. And it was so funny when I kind of realised when I looked at all 3 of them, I must have been feeling a little bit blue, because yeah, all 3 of them are blue, albeit that they are different shades of blue, but blue nevertheless. Right, anyway, shut up woman, let's get on with it. Righto, I have this navy, and it is really super soft and drapey, just under a yard, and it's quite a thick jersey, but like I said, it is so super soft. And the top that sprang to mind was the Wanted Tee by Vanessa Pouzet. Next up is a cotton poly blend, and it is this large print gingham, and it's relatively lightweight, and I am going to make another top out of this, that top being New Look K6542, which is here. And I had made this top before, but unfortunately it was a bit of a stuff up. Now I would do the cuffs there on view A, the straps of view B, but the length and straight edge hem of view C. So although it sounds a bit of a mix up and mash with everything like that, pretty straightforward, those mix of 3 things. And with the length of one of those views, it's quite easy just to make sure that the hem area is straight as opposed to perhaps being curved. That's just that option. And I like the sleeve detail there with that cuff, which is not too dissimilar to the top that I showed you last week. This next one is a linen, and it's kind of got that stone washed effect, and it has white stripes going through it. So it's this one here. I got just a little over 1 yard, and although it's a midway, it is quite drapey, and I'm thinking of making some cropped pants, probably a high waistband, also with some additional buttons starting at the bend, going in a diagonal direction, and give it that kind of nautical look. Again, not too dissimilar to the pants that I am wearing that you already had seen in the photograph. I just like that style, and I think that would work with this, maybe some big white buttons. Yeah, so really happy with that, and this linen is so super soft as well. These next 6 fabrics are from a company called Flamingo Fabrics, and they are based in Edinburgh in Scotland. And with my order they put this in as well, a little bit of extra information. I don't know if you guys have ever ordered from Flamingo Fabrics, or some of you guys might already be familiar with this. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it when the fabrics arrived. They are really, really beautiful. First up, I have 100% cotton fabric, mid-weight, and it has these beautiful little bambi deers on. Aren't they so pretty? And mixed with a floral design. I picked me up 1.5 yards. It also has hairs running over it. There's the floral design, and it's relatively drapey, but again, it is brand new fabric. It's going to have a little bit of structure to it, and if you want to soften fabric and things like that, you can use baking soda and things like that in the machine. Next up, this one sent me hopping mad, and it has bunnies on, and that's Peter Rabbit. So for people that are familiar with Beatrix Potter, and pick me up 1.5 yards of this. Now this is much lighter weight fabric, bit more drape to it, perhaps a poplin, but it's just so super cute. And I was thinking of maybe a little blouse with a little tie front detail. A tie is in where the belly button is as opposed to around the neck, and I think that would work really well, especially for, well, summer, maybe warmer months, something like that, and teamed up with a pair of jeans or kind of summery flowy pants. I think that would work pretty okay. This one also hopped into the basket as well, and I also know that the wonderful Michelle from Sewing Bunny, which is kind of pretty apt really considering it's bunny fabric, she also likes this as well. Very tempted. So come on Michelle, hop on over. And it's this. It is so super cute, and I really like the purpley red flowers there. Look at those bunnies. They are so adorable, and this is jersey fabric there. The other side is white, so the print doesn't actually go through the fabric, but that's okay. And yeah, maybe I was thinking another Vanessa Puzé wanted tee. Well, I'll see how I get on with that. Oh, and I think I got 1 yard of this. Yeah, definitely had to get my claws out for this one, and I think this one would be a roaring success. And it's these beautiful tigers with the leaves, and I just think that's absolutely stunning fabric. And again, pick me up a yard, and it is the same stretch jersey there, and again on the reverse it is white. But again, both very, very soft and lovely fabric, but just such a beautiful design. Well, definitely looks like she's on the prowl there, so not that I'm ever going to be on the prowl, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so a few t-shirts in the making for these fabrics. This next one I have been eyeing up for a little while, and it was out of stock for a little while, and of course it was back in stock. I picked me up 2 yards, and it is just stunning. It's just all rainbow colours. Look how beautiful they are. Look at those hummingbirds, and beautiful rich vibrant colours there, greens and purples and aquas. Absolutely stunning. And like with the other two, it has the white inside, and I was thinking of making a dress in this fabric. I also had the idea of maybe trying a jumpsuit, but I don't know with the pants in the jumpsuit if the movement of the leg pants going backwards and forwards might actually stretch this fabric out a bit too much, as opposed to a dress. Obviously it's flowy, the skirt and everything like that, so therefore it's not rubbing against and pulling at all. But yeah, if you've ever made kind of a jumpsuit or anything out of this fabric, let me know how you got on. And then this final 6th one from Flamingo Fabrics is 100% cotton, and it also has Bambi's ears on. And then lower down it has these little polka dots. And I'll pick me up 1 yard of this fabric, and again it's kind of a mid-weight fabric, but again it will soften when I put it through the laundry. And yeah, so maybe another little shirt or a little sleeveless top. Yeah, a few ideas running around in my head. The other fabrics that I wanted to show you guys is bead linen, and again you can get a lot of fabric with bead linen and things like that. And this one, I'm not too sure if I've showed you guys this or not. This I actually thrifted a little while ago, and 100% cotton, so it's predominantly a plain cream, but along the border it has this really wonderful embroidery. I think with the embroidery design you could play around with so many garments. Again, jumpsuits, skirts, dresses, make a sleeve detail or a neck detail, or also on a little top, kind of lower part of the t-shirt top, and I think this design would work really well. It's just so pretty, and again with bead linen you just get so much fabric, and it was so inexpensive. Now this one here is a drape, and it is only one drape as opposed to a pair. I'm not entirely sure why it was sold in the thrift store as one. It is 100% cotton, and it's just got a little bit of a vintage vibe to it. It is a mint background colorway with these hearts. And inside the hearts it has these little designs. I'll have to remove the top of the drape because it has these there, the grommets, and if I can remove them successfully without too much damage to them, maybe I could incorporate them in something else later on. But again, this fabric is really soft, and it screams a vintage dress or a skirt, or maybe a skirt and a top. And also I wanted to show the beautiful bucks from SewHayleyJane that I now monthly subscribe. I subscribe to the classic bucks. There are 3 tiers to SewHayleyJane's bucks: the mini, the classic that I get, and then the luxury bucks, which is the more expensive one. Anyway, so let's start. So we have the little booklet that Hayley always puts in each month. So you start off with her introduction, then there are stories of makers, sewists, anything like that, and make of the month. It's just so beautifully put together, I think. Always a good read over a cup of tea or something. And interviews. So yeah, always a good read. Really enjoy that. Then in the classic you get 4 fat quarters. So first up is this one, all 100% cotton. Again, there's a bit of a blue theme going on here. So let me know what you do with your fat quarters from Hayley's box. Then there is a card. Also you get candy. Not really a candy person like that. I'm more of a chocoholic. We also have needles this month and get them in thread. Then we come on to the main fabric, which is a viscose crepe, navy with these larger polka dots, and it has a lovely drape to it. I was thinking of making some long flowing palazzo style pants because the drape in this crepe fabric would work really well with that, and I think it goes with the style of palazzo pants. Okay guys, so that is it for this week for yet another fabric haul. So let me know if you have made some extra little purchases over the last few weeks, few months. That's kind of what we've been doing, I think, and also I haven't been out thrifting, and so fabric purchasing has kind of taken its place of thrifting. But again, I don't always pay full price, you know, you get discounts or sales and things like that, so I always look out for that as well. Righto guys, all there is for me to say is have a really wonderful week. I will also be coming in at you with a midweek video because it is 2 years of me being on YouTube on July 22nd. I cannot believe that. Where his 2 years gone, it's just absolutely blink sometimes and you just miss time. So yeah, a little bit of a different video on Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked my video in the fabrics, please remember those thumbs up, and if you have not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button so then you don't miss any up and coming videos. And I'll predominantly always upload every Sunday unless there's a reason not to, and sometimes occasionally there might be an extra video during the week. Okay, thank you so much guys, take care.